Alright, what's up? Get back here and make a couple videos today. I know y'all need some videos. Check out. Been kind of busy, so I ain't really had no chance to sit down and make some videos. But I have had ideas for videos, but just the work, just gotta come first. I wanted to do this on today. It was because the Alpha T video that I recently uploaded, it got a lot. It got a lot of views from my channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get a lot of views anyways, but I get a good, I get a decent here and there. I got a couple people that come back for each video, and I appreciate them too. And people been liking and commenting, so just shout out to everybody that's been engaging with me lately on YouTube. So today I was going to hit on Alpha T again, because he was a big deal when he was doing his videos and stuff like that. He made impacts on people, and he talked about this video is going to be about the Matriarch. He used to do live videos where he just walk around, like whole hour, maybe even 2 hours sometimes, where he just walk around the city and do videos just talking. And some of his videos would be about the Matriarch, and that's what we're gonna get into. Like I said, I don't, and we'll probably get around to it in this video, I don't completely agree with his stance on the Matriarch. That's why I'm just gonna put it out, just so it's out there, because people miss Alpha T, and I do too. And I'm just making these videos in memoriam, because I don't think he's dead though. But he was basically saying that the Matriarch is in charge of a lot of things these days, and I want to say that he put it to like where the Matriarch is in charge of everything at this point, and that he wanted us to build our masculinity up, our strength, our sobriety up, because we're going to encounter unforeseen attacks, unforeseen situations that would place us against the Matriarch. What's the Matriarch? Like, it's hard to explain, but I can kind of give you something like this to where you can get his perspective on it. I probably had about 3 jobs this year in different places, just trying to find my footing. I've thankfully, thank God, so I do the God videos, found my footing. But until then, I was, finding jobs, just trying to get, keep some money in my pocket while I try to figure out, what the next step was going to be for me. And I had a couple jobs, and at every job that I had, your main person to report to was going to be more likely a female. I know for one job I had this year, I had to report to a female for anything, you know what I mean? Work related, business related, anything. She was my boss. I had a second job, and I mean that was rough, because this is the job I won't disclose exactly where I worked at, but this is the one where I even just spoke on it when I was there one time. I was just like, damn, it's a lot of women in charge here. And I was working somewhere, and there were just multiple stores, and every store, because I was training, I was, manager, training and stuff like that. While I was manager training, everybody that was in charge was a woman. Yeah, to the point to where I had an issue, and I had to report it to a higher female. And so That was the second job I had too, and then the job that I'm currently at now, the job that I'm enjoying right now too. I report primarily to a female. This is what Alpha T was talking about. Like I said, this is his perspective that I'm just conveying because people do miss Alpha T, and I feel like there should be videos out here that is at least keeping up with, you know, what he stood for and stuff like that. And I don't mind making some of my videos for that purpose because he did have an impact on me. But he was just feeling like, man, you don't see something off with that. Like there should be some men in charge. There should be, if nothing else, but he wanted there to be more men in charge. All men in charge possibly, but he just found it odd that so many places are just women led right now. And when places, and I'll just say this, when places are like women led like that, from the top to the bottom, and you're working underneath that matriarchy. As a man, it's hard to be understood. It's hard to communicate. It's hard to make new friends. Like I said in one of the videos, I'm at a job now where I know at least two women I work with haven't said anything to me since I started the job, and I haven't been disrespectful to them. I've made friends with women and men there, and other people there too. But it's just like two women that just like they don't fuck with me. I don't know, but I haven't done anything to them, and I haven't said anything out the way to them, and I stopped speaking because I'll speak or I'll say hey and stuff like that, and they'll just like, why are you speaking to me type of thing. And that is the situation that can happen to a man in those type of situations. Well, what if that person one of the persons is a supervisor? They're not a manager, but they are a supervisor. But what if I am having an issue and I need to go to a person that doesn't talk to me, don't want to respect me as a human being? I feel like because at least you can speak and say hey or be personable, especially like if you're in a supervisory position like that. I'm not gonna make the video long, but he spoke on that. He's like that we have to increase our masculinity. He's like we have to increase our sobriety, our SR to deal with these situations because they can be dealt with. But if you are not sober or if you are involved, I put it like this, in a lot of other extracurricular activities to where it's all about focus. That's what I'm starting to learn. Anything that's taking your focus too far away from what you're trying to accomplish in your personal life, you can be having so much fun. Sometimes I raise my hand anytime I bring up some stuff like this that I've participated in. You could be having so much fun sometimes where you forget to remain focused, and then it creates an opening for people that already don't like you, for people that already don't respect you, for people that want to muscle you out of the workforce to make a clear hit, to do something. You know what I mean? You might it just leaves an opening. It leaves a weakness. I've seen it happen. I watched it happen. I could make videos about that. There's people. There's a guy. I don't care. I'll go into it and then I'll get out. But there's a guy I was working with. Started a job together, like recently, and he obviously had a drinking problem, and he was a young guy, and I guess he came to work there, and I can just tell he was just. I feel like he was a smart dude. I feel like he was just young, and I feel like maybe misunderstood a little bit, like a lot of men are, in my opinion. And he came to work. I wouldn't even say wasted. He just probably had it on his breath one day. Some kind of way that got some kind of way, right? It got to our big boss, and before you know it, he was fired. Like no conversation, no meeting or nothing that I was aware of. I felt like he could have got a second chance, but him being a young person, somebody could have sat down and talked to him. At least said, hey, don't show up, don't show up here like that no more. I've worked with a lot of people this year that come to work inebriated in some kind of way. Just because I don't do it, that's a video I can make too. That just because I'm sober, I'm able to my senses. I could just tell when somebody speaking out the side of their head or talking crazy because I'm sober. So I mean, I could just tell when somebody just not all the way to speaking clearly or whatever like that. But in that same case, I wouldn't condemn them immediately like that, and that's what I feel like Alpha T was trying to get across. And I'm gonna get out of here with that because we already at 10 minutes. I already don't like making videos this long. He was just saying like if you're not on your square, if you're not taking, it's important. These things is hard for people to do. Sobriety, SR, and earnest and stuff like that. It's hard because I mean, maybe he felt like what happened to him was unfair, but as long as they can justify that he was in the wrong in some kind of way, then it's not going to be looked at as fair. It's going to be looked at as a course of action. And that's what he was saying. Like, there's an attack on men specifically. He's like, because these men are not going to be understood. They're not getting any. They're not getting put in any power positions, any manager, supervision positions. Except for Amazon. Like I said, I'm working through Amazon right now, but they have a good mix of male and female managers and stuff like that. But that's not really common, not from what I've seen since I've been working and stuff like that. So he was just saying like, just beware of the matriarchy. They're not here. They're not your friends. They're not here. Just like the girls that don't speak to me when I come to work, or the women that don't speak to me when I come to work. I don't take that personally. I'm there to do my job and leave. And it might bother them that I'm sober and I do my job well, but that's my protection to keep my spot. You know what I'm saying? To keep my income coming, and to keep things going in a direction that I want them to.